let's take this moment to consider why we are here. Let's remember our love for this beautiful planet that feeds, nourishes, and sustains us. Let's remember our love for the whole humanity in all corners of the world. Let's recollect our sincere desire to protect all this for ourselves, for all living beings, and for generations to come. As we act today, may we find the courage to bring a sense of peace, love, and appreciation to everyone we encounter, to every word we speak, and to every action we make. We are here for all of us.
We're here to disrupt Billingsgate Fishing Market this morning. We're here to basically disrupt the negative peace, and we want to see a transition to a plant-based food system. We want this fishing market to stop being a fishing market and to transition to something more sustainable, more compassionate, something that's better for all earthlings, including marine life. Please don't forget fish. They feel, they scream, they have all the emotions that our land animals do, that we can, maybe connect to a little bit easier with land animals. We can't hear the screams of fish, but they're silent screams. There is no difference between putting a hook through our mouth or a dog's mouth or any other animal's mouth, our lip, and dragging us out of our home. Same thing with fish. So we really do need to consider them as part of our circle of compassion and just let them be. And just understand that there is a great amount of urgency around this. And just to put this into perspective, I'm actually allergic to fish. So I'm going to a place that may really set off a reaction. It can be dangerous, and yet I'm still prepared to be here for them. So just to keep that perspective, that whatever we're going through, it's always worse for the animals, and we really do need to step out of our comfort zones for them.
And every social justice movement has required a degree of personal sacrifice. So it's up to each individual to ask themselves, what am I able to sacrifice for this movement, for the greater good?
I want to remind you again, I always do, that we are going to remain nonviolent, that there may be police who stop us from getting to the place where we want to get. This is not an offense to us as individuals. This is not a reason to be anything other than unflinchingly kind. We will not be aggressive towards the police, towards anyone. And yet we're going to do our best to get where we're trying to go. If you see anyone wavering in their commitment to nonviolence, please be empowered to speak up, to help them remember why we're here, remember the values that we have all agreed to uphold. If you don't feel comfortable doing so, maybe just point out someone who looks like they might be comfortable doing so. This is our responsibility to hold each other accountable to nonviolence. Because if one of us wavers, effectively the group has. So with that, we are going to get moving.
Everyone deserves freedom. That's the reason we're here.
So what we're going to ask right now is something which animal justice advocates never do. And I'm not aware of this ever happening en masse before. Is we're going to ask now for some traders to come out and speak to us about their experiences, and to listen and understand and empathize with the people who we are normally in opposition to. So we're going to sit here and we're going to try and negotiate that now for people to come and speak to us. And what we're going to do in that situation is what we invite you to do is to really actively listen, to form a connection with someone who we previously only ever see as enemies, to dissolve that difference, to build friendship and to build unity. Because what we need to do in this situation of great climate emergency is come together. And even though our perspective is this place needs to transition, this place needs to change. We need to understand what that is like for the workers here. We need to understand the fear that would have been generated when people heard about our announcement to come to this place. We need to understand the experiences of those that we come to protest against. And this can come and inform all of our work going forward. We really strongly believe in non-violence. And non-violence is so much more than just not punching someone or not shouting at someone. Non-violence is about understanding, it's about empathy, it's about care. It's about respect for every individual, no matter who they are. It's respect for people, it's respect for animals, it's respect for plant life. We are in a critical time in our society. We're in a climate emergency. We're looking at food shortages in the next 10 years. We're looking at fishless oceans by 2048. We're looking at the Amazon burning. This isn't a time to be fighting. Billingsgate Market has shown us a great kindness today, and we really need to acknowledge that. This is something that is incredibly profound, and it's worth connecting in with that. So right now we do have dead animals coming into this place, we have dead fishes coming into this place, and we need to hold that in our hearts. And we also need to hold in our hearts the connection to humanity. So we're going to go and we're going to try and generate that dialogue now, and we're going to invite traders to come, and we're going to sit here and we're going to accept their kindness, and we're going to not aim to disrupt. So I'd like us all to make a commitment now and ask you to repeat after me that we will stay in this space.
We will stay in this space.
We will allow the trade of the market to continue.
We will allow the trade of the market to continue.
We will actively listen.
We will actively listen
And hear the experiences
and hear the experiences
of the workers here.
of the workers here.
And we will hold in our hearts
And we will hold in our hearts
each and every individual fish
each and every individual fish
that died
that died
and are being sold here today.
and being sold here today.
Let's make history.